Hi, I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to the ultimate astrological overview for Sagittarius for 2023, and that's whether you are Sun in Sagittarius or rising sign, also known as the ascendant. So Sagittarius, how are you? How's life going? What's been happening? Because you've had Mars in your 7th house, Gemini, which is the part of your chart to do with close personal relationships for some time now. Now it's been retrograde, but Mars, amongst other things, is to do with energy, action, sexuality. I just throw that in because it's significant, close personal one-to-one relationships. So you might have been quite busy. And Mars is actually finally going direct on the 12th of January. So this is just going to bring a little bit of a speeding up of discussions that you might be having with a loved one about other things to do with physicality and with movement and just taking things moving forward. So interesting energy to have in this part of your chart, and Mars is actually going to be there. So if Mars can also bring opportunities for sort of, meeting someone that brings in some kind of physical side to a relationship. And this energy is actually going to be here till the end of March. So I just throw that in. March, actually, this year is a rather important year. So we just have to bear that in mind. There's a lot going on in March. But let's just come back to January, because on January the 22nd, Uranus, our planet of the unexpected, my big boy of explosive behavior, of just extraordinary developments, is finally going direct on January the 22nd in Taurus, which of course is your 6th house. Now, this is a sector of your chart to do with your day-to-day routine. It can also be health matters, and sometimes with Uranus here, it could have brought unexpected health issues to the fore. Now, the fact that it's going direct, I think, is super good for you, because if there has been something that has been difficult or challenging, then this is going to give support to that and a certain freedom from anything that has been holding you back in some ways to do with your health. So that's good energy. Now we need to look at Jupiter, your ruler. Jupiter, our planet of expansion, my big outer boy of energy and luck and optimism. It's so fortunate, this planet. Now, your ruling planet, Jupiter, is in Aries, in the part of your chart to do with your friend circle. It's also creativity, can be the arts, music, dance, and it can also be opportunities to meet new romantic involvements, romantic relationships. And Jupiter is going to be in this part of your chart until May the 16th. So make the most of this energy here. Also, interestingly, the 5th house, which for you is Aries, can be about children. If you've wanted to start a family, then Jupiter could have been making that quite possible and bringing lots of opportunities for you to add to your family, especially if you are of childbearing age, because it's about expansion. So the family expands, maybe your belly expands, but that certainly could be around. So make the most of this energy, because it's only there till May the 16th. And then it will move into Taurus, which is your 6th house. Your 6th house of day-to-day routine. It can be health matters and it's service to others. Jupiter here, which is Taurus, is really good for you, because I think it's going to help you just bring a little bit of change to your daily routine, and you might find that you're a little bit busier than you want to be. So you might have to really consciously work on slowing things down a bit. And also, because it's the 6th house, it can mean that there are health matters that come up, but Jupiter kind of somehow has given you the opportunity to see that they are there. So it's like it's given you the heads up so that you can nip something in the bud. So, because it is a fortunate energy. So it's super good in this part of the chart. So then let's look at what else is going on, because my big outer boy, Saturn, our planet of restriction, boundaries, discernment, structure. Now, Saturn's been in your 3rd house, making the way you communicate almost quite sober, quite sort of, I don't know, just kind of, sober is probably the best word for it. Not somber, but just sober. And Saturn is finally going to move out of Aquarius and into Pisces, which is your 4th house. And that's on March the 7th. March is an important month this year. A lot going on in March. Now, when Saturn moves into your 4th house of home and family, first of all, it can literally mean movement. It could mean that you move house. It can also mean that you're putting down roots, or that you decide to make some structural changes to where you live, to your living space. Pisces is fluid. Pisces is intuitive. So it feels as if your intuitive side really works with that Saturn energy to bring in aesthetically pleasing structures into your home life. So really nice energy to have here. And Saturn is going to be here for just over 2 years. The other big news we have for March is that on the 23rd, Pluto, that has been in your 2nd house of finance, Capricorn, for nearly 20 years, bringing all sorts of twists and turns to your financial world and actually also your sense of self-worth. Now, Pluto moves into Aquarius, which is the area of your chart to do with communication, and that's on March the 23rd. But it's only dipping its toes in for just over a month, and then it will retrograde back into Capricorn until actually next January 2024. But whilst it just pops into Aquarius, it's going to give you a kind of a heads up, if you like, onto how you may use the way you communicate to transform your life. You might decide to write your memoirs or a groundbreaking bestseller with this energy here. So let me just give you the dates of when it's going to be moving, because it moves in on March the 23rd, just gives you that little glimpse. Then on May the 1st, it goes retrograde, and it actually moves back into Capricorn on June the 11th, giving you a final chance to tweak anything to do with your personal finances that's been left kind of open-ended, that you want to kind of finalize. And it goes direct on October the 11th and finally enters Aquarius fully on January the 21st, 2024. So is 2024 the year you write your bestseller or publish it? Well, if that's what you want to do, it could certainly be on the cards. So remember, Sagittarius, because the planets incline us. They show us the way. They open a door. They kind of show us a new timeline. It's up to us to work with those energies. If we choose not to work with them, then we could be missing out on a wonderful opportunity that the cosmos has given us. So, excuse me scratching my nose, I think it's a cat hair from one of my 4 pussycats who were playing earlier, and it was making it very difficult to record. But anyway, they've settled down now. So this, astrology is about working with the energies. Now, sometimes the universe wants to give us a course direction because perhaps we're not paying attention to the amazing signals it's giving us. And so then it might create kind of external events to slow us down or just make us go in a different direction or just see things in a different way. So I tell you that just as a way to see if you can find a way to work with this energy in a way that is really empowering for you. So Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me for your 2023 extraordinary astrological overview for 2023. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.